In that case, Ben, do you want to lead us through what we've got for today?
Okay, so obviously the top line is that a man was shot in Salford yesterday. Got the police press release on that. So Alfie's typing that up this morning with a quote from the press release. Rebecca Long Bailey has said that she's going to stand with the local residents of Walsall against the planned retail park development. So I think I'll probably send someone out to Fox Pop in the area to see what they think of her supporting it, and we can try and get a comment from her, but she doesn't seem to be too great at dishing those out.
So have you given that to someone?
No,
Signed the
not
name
yet.
to that. Just get whoever it is to ring the constituency office. Might do.
And then we've also got, there was a report on the Manchester Mental Health Service, which is going on Salford now, and Orkney, just kind of wide state. That included like a lot of statistics on it. I've not quite checked that if it's a previous report or a current report.
A press release on that.
Yeah.
Is it in the new one?
Yeah.
It's in the north. Yeah, I have a press release on that.
They got quite bad scorings on the previous report. I think 3 of the 5 scorings were inadequate or required improvement. So I think they've outlined how they're going to kind of improve that and invest in that. There's a charity supermarket opening in Media City next week, which is not just kind of one charity shop, it's a multiple.
Is it the clothes one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's already been done.
We've got an article on a Halloween cold water swim event which happened in Keys. I believe we've got photos of an interview. And then Lewis and a few others went down to Agecroft for the weekend. They've now become a charity for that restoration. I'm told that they got a lot of interviews from that, so you could get 1 or 2 stories out of that in itself. It's covered quite well in the scene across web, radio and TV. And you've also got an article...
There was sort of 2 stories. There's kind of Agecroft and the histories thing, which seem to be related. So
it seemed,
just make sure they are separate.
There seems to be, like, within the day that they were, the morning they were there, they got 1 or 2 stories in itself out of it. But I think Lewis has just kind of put that as an overarching thing on the news list. We've got a story about a Salford woman who has decided to give up free haircuts to women in the area, which I imagine is the sort of thing that would do quite well, although the interview hasn't gone ahead. So I'll kind of chase up how that's doing and whether or not we can get it out with or without an interview. There was the financial audit for the council which showed quite a lot of borrowing, and that amount hasn't changed across, I think it was 5 or 6 months, which might show that they're not paying back the debts across the 6 months. Salford City Council, yeah. And then the Lowry have also launched a new charity scheme where families with children that have disability or additional needs are given free tickets across 12 months to go to relaxed performances of shows. So obviously speak to something that would affect. I don't know if we got a press release for that, Catherine, at all.
I don't remember seeing one, but I'll look or ask.
But it's nice, but it needs real people in it.
Yeah.
Not just someone from the Lowry saying we are great.
And then we've got the free after school crafts workshop launching in Eccles. I believe it starts today or Thursday. I'll just double check that. If it starts today, we'll send someone out to where it's starting to interview people that will be dropping off kids there and people that will be the organisers of it. Try and kind of see how and why that's benefiting people. And then we have got James is following up the story from last week because we couldn't get the interview for that about the domestic abuse charity and their appeal for mobile phones. So I believe he's on the phone to them now. and then I have got for sport. James had started writing about a Salford MMA fighter. I believe in the last 7 days he's been given a new fight, but I'll have to speak to James about that. There's the match report from the weekend, which hasn't been done yet, so that can be done.
It's 10:20 on Monday morning, so if you don't know the result by now, look away.
And then we've got the monthly roundup for Salford City, obviously because they don't play another game this month. And then I believe the Red Devils board gave a reaction to their IMG rating, which was the IMG rating itself was last week, but the board have only reacted to it in the last couple of days. So you can kind of get a piece on that and try and get some more words out of the club. But other than that, I don't think I've got anything else for web.
Okay, shall we move to broadcast then? For radio, Heather, is there anything we've not touched on that you've got?
Erin has got a package on. She went to Black History Month. There was an event in Water. I saw on the prospect that we said, like, can we do it more of like an overall wrap up of Black History Month? So I'll check out what Erin's got and see if she's sort of turned it into that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's just because like the event was it Friday?
Yeah.
So like the event's old, Black History Month is coming to a close. Yeah. So yeah, maybe a little wrap up of things. If she can nose it that way, then she can do the.
I was thinking of the Regent Retail Park, the Rebecca Long Bailey one. If we could send a report out on that with web, that would be quite good, I think. Try and get something on that, especially if we can get an interview with Rebecca Long Bailey. That would be good for radio. Or even send somebody out to Regent Retail and see what people are saying out there as well.
It could be a location for a live.
Yeah, it could be. Even just like shoppers there, interviewing them, what they think of the development. And then we don't have much on the prospects. There's not much on there. But the 25p student living, which has been reported in the news, whether we could do something on that, but try and find an expert voice from somebody in finance or from a student manager, maybe not at schools, but somebody similar to kind of them who deal with student inquiries and difficulties outside of university.
I mean, I'm sure one from the union will have something to say.
Something on that maybe, because I know, well, Jay just said that she literally has 25p to an end in a bank account at the moment, so it's pretty real and ongoing for students. And then I do have a story on, I went and interviewed a councillor in Didsbury who's urging for a general election to happen, and she's going out campaigning, door knocking around Didsbury to sort of put forward her campaign. And I went round Didsbury with her and she seemed very into it. It's currently not a Labour ward, I don't even think it's Conservative at the moment, I want to say Green Party, it could be wrong. But yeah, so she's campaigning to, if not a general or a by-election, but to, in the next election, to get Didsbury to be Labour, and she's got loads of prospects. In the interview, she was talking for ages. I just need to go through that, edit it down. If I don't get that done for today now, I'll do that for tomorrow.
Have you talked to any of the other parties?
No, so that's kind of what I want to do now, produce it.
Because, I mean, on the face of it, it's a Labour council, let's say, vote Labour, and let's have an election now, so we can get Labour government, which is what every Labour politician is saying.
She gave, because I sort of threw a few things back at her that she was saying to me, and she I was sort of challenging the way that she was saying how the Conservative Party would do things wrong, but now they've introduced new things, and she was kind of agreeing with some of it, so it's kind of like a little bit of not a debate, but I think some of the audio will be pretty good. I just want to get another perspective from it, so work on that today.
And what's her name, sorry, Heather?
Debbie Hillard.
Okay, so she is Labour.
Yeah.
But she's the same ward as John Leach, who's kind of if anyone has followed Manchester politics over a while. John Leach is like the perennial non-Labour person on Manchester City Council as a Lib Dem. So John Leach John Leach might have something to say. It looks like there are two Lib Dems in Didsbury West to her as one Labour. So John Leach might be someone, and again, as a councillor, you can just give him a buzz.
Yeah.
And he's usually got something to say, John Leach.
Okay.
Not backward in coming forward often.
Yeah. And then also I just saw the prospects, the report on mental health services they've got an improvement plan. I've just had a look through the PowerPoint. We could do something on that, send somebody out to speak to somebody who uses the services, whether what they think needs improving or has failed in the past. That could be something to look into a bit deeper. But that could be something for today or tomorrow, I think.
Again, it could be studio light, that sort of thing. That sort of explaining the West Quite. Okay, Adam, what have we got?
So obviously Heather mentioned the one that Erin's got for radio on Black History Month. Harry went with her for that for TV, so we've got that. There's not really too much more detail I need to go into with that. Poppy's out at the minute doing something on Manchester City Council, binning off the Christmas light switch on again. So she's doing an As Live on that. I don't know whether she's got any voices as yet. She's only just got there, so I don't know whether she's got Poppy or not.
So it's like, you know, what's the controversy around it? What's the, you know, are shopkeepers, bar owners upset, that kind of thing is what it maybe feels like, I think.
Yeah, she's out doing that. I think the owner's also looking at GMP's advice on Halloween, sort of stay safe, potential explainer, whether that rolls over to tomorrow for the news round, I don't know. What will probably be done today. There was a few from what Ben mentioned from the 12th of Now news that will probably follow on. Probably the shooting and probably the report that Heather mentioned as well. I might do that as an explainer in the studio. And haircuts as well. I've seen that interesting, so I don't know what.
Yeah, check with.
Why is she giving away free haircuts? Anybody know?
Holly's there. It never happens.
She was trained, she just finished training for her hairdressing, and then she just decided that she wanted to give free haircuts for women in shelters. So she contacted Salford Foundation and Women in Aid.
So it's for women in shelters, it's not for
she could set up like a workshop to like help out, but I'd never managed to do it anyway because she was do the thing where she's like, I'm free this time, and then didn't. I've been trying to follow up, but I've not got anything to say.
Okay, so probably not one for today, but let's see if we can get to her over the next however many days or weeks that might happen. Tap. Okay, is there anything pending in web that we can get out early doors? Is there anything hanging around? Anything else we need to know?
Alfie's currently turning around the appeal for information shooting.
Right.
Cam writing about the software levels women's teams managers just left, and that's after their first season at top division in women's rugby. And Lewis is currently writing for Chapel. So those are the
So let's get that match report out. ASA, FP, the F is for feasibly, remember. Alright, get two teams, get them going, we'll crack on. Thank you.